You know, every year we introduce an honorary survivor, and it's one of my favorite parts of this event because we get to do a story on the honorary survivor through our Buddies for Life program on Channel 8, and it's incredible to me how unique each story is, yet each one is equally important. We hear from women who say, I didn't have a history of breast cancer in my family. I'm not even 30 years old yet. My doctor said there's no way I could have breast cancer. Stories like that, stories that really raise awareness and drive home the point of why you have to be so proactive with your own health. Get to know your own body. And that way you'll know when there are changes. And don't be afraid to tell somebody and to ask for a test. And if you're told you probably don't need a mammogram, say, that's okay, I'd like one anyway. You have to do it. You have to look after yourselves. And every time one of these women comes forward and tells their story, I think if there's anybody out there that can relate to it or gets the message from it that maybe that could be them and they do something about it and it has a positive effect on them, that's what makes it all worthwhile. And with that in mind, it is my distinct privilege now to introduce you to a very special guest. Irene Oberbauer recently retired as Chief Executive Officer from San Diego County Credit Union. She is a Point Loma native and a very recent survivor of breast cancer, and she is the 2010 honorary survivor for the Race for the Cure. Irene?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. And it's my pleasure to be here today. When I was chosen to be the 2010 Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure honorary survivor, I learned something about myself as well as our community. We have never been in more of a race. Last October, my life changed drastically when I was diagnosed with breast cancer and had a mastectomy and a 10-centimeter tumor mass removed. The word tough doesn't begin to describe last year. My father had been diagnosed with lung and bladder cancer, and my only sister, Mary Govea Welsh, with lung, brain, and breast cancer. 3 of us literally fighting for our lives. I have won my fight so far. My father has won his fight, 90 years old, so far. But my sister, who also fought hard, lost her battle and passed away May 3rd of this year. She was my inspiration as I went through what seemed like never-ending treatments and doctor visits, just like many of you have experienced or know someone who has been through this. My team, I owe it to myself, has raised over $22,000. And we have over 200 walkers. I'd like to specifically thank Bill Geppert, SVP and General Manager, for donating $5,000 from Cox Communications. If he's in the audience, thank you so much. The team name, I owe it to myself, represents my initials for Irene Oberbauer, which is the I-O part of the team name, followed by the words, it to myself, ... So one of my close friends came up with the team name one evening. The concept was born from the fact that we do owe it to ourselves to do whatever it is we want or need to do to get through life. You fill in the blank. You fill in the ... You owe it to yourself to take that trip to Maui, to buy that pair of shoes you've wanted to buy, or to help someone less fortunate so that they can have a mammogram to keep them from getting breast cancer. Or you owe it to yourself to be your own health advocate. You fill in the blank. On stage with me today is my immediate family who's been there to support me in many ways. My very patient husband, the tall man here with the beautiful wig. He went to every chemotherapy and doctor appointments with me. My sons Paul. My son Sean. They were always giving me words of encouragement or free massages, which was nice. Both my brothers, John and Dean, they were there in some way, not only trying to help my sister, who obviously was fighting her battle, but also be there for me. And then the person who has really had to endure a lot and is the rock in our family, my 84-year-old mother, Mary. She is truly the pillar of strength for all of us and a true inspiration. She obviously has been through a lot. No one should have to go through the journey of the challenges of breast cancer or any other type of cancer alone. Not only did I have the support of my immediate family, but I had the support of so many other individuals. One individual in particular, my sister-in-law, Carol Slocum. Where are you, Carol? I know you're down here taking pictures. There she is right there. She sent me a weekly card since my mastectomy last November. I know I just received my weekly card last Thursday. The total cards was 46. Yes, Carol, I kept every one of them that she sent to me, and I sincerely thank you. That meant a lot to me. Lisa Hill and Krista Torquato, right over there, they're kind of raising their arms. They are two very treasured friends who supported me on a daily basis and helped me raise funds for this cause. They deliver team bags. They also help stuff bags. My older son's girlfriend, Lauren Rossi. Where are you, Lauren? There she is with the pom-poms. She dedicated, believe me, a significant amount of hours stuffing over 200 team bags. And another individual that I had the pleasure of being referred to by my oncologist had completed chemo and radiation treatments approximately 7 months ahead of me, a survivor as well, that provided encouragement and support, together with an amazing sense of humor, was Gerri-Lynn Fives right behind me. Gerri-Lynn is the County of San Diego real estate broker, and I receive daily calls or text messages from her with all of my chemo treatments and 33 radiation treatments, and I thank you. She truly is a dear friend. Thank you all to my team of walkers here today and all who donated to my team, and to those who traveled from Maryland and Ohio to be here to join us in this race. I know you're here somewhere. And the reason why I decided to accept the privilege to be the Susan G. Komen 2010 Honorary Survivor is because I believe in the mission. And I thank Laura, the Executive Director, for providing me this opportunity. We're all here today together because we want to help those less fortunate and to also to continue to provide funds for the ongoing research to find the cure. Every step that we take together will bring us one step closer to the cure. And I want to share with you today, I am literally walking in my sister's shoes to honor her memory and her battle. Thank you.
And thank you for sharing your story with us. It means so much, more than I could ever tell you. I would like to thank Zeta Tau Alpha, sponsor the Survivor Recognition Program. They've been a big supporter every year. Big thanks to them.